Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfireball.com and Ultimate God. Quinn 1986. I did the thing. I did the untapped thing, untapped GG thing. Hopefully it will be nice to track down my play draw record. Good morning. I did see your message, Gnip. Don't worry, thanks. Alright, let's go. Pelty boy on the other side. Okay, I drew a Temple Garden, but I think I'm still gonna go Temple of Enlightenment because this is a guaranteed top land, and I can take a bunch of damage if I really want to play Jor-El. And honestly, I don't really need to play Jor-El here. I guess I should play Jor-El here. What does Jor-El accomplishes here? It doesn't accomplish much. Yeah, it doesn't accomplish much. I think I'll still play it. I'm taking a lot of damage here, though. But, like, if I draw Teferi, it's just broken. And I, could regret forever not having done it. And maybe they go, like, ram through or stuff like that. Or Primal Might, Okay, sure. So I take 7. I did 9 already. It's 33 and I'm on 9 life. Alright, good aggression. Yeah, Drunk Pelt Collector is important. Alright, I'll play Uro. Yeah, and if they play whatever they play, I'm dead probably. Question Beast, that's 10 damage, yeah. Good morning. Alright, do you have a Question Beast? Don't have it. Just have some tutus. Kamadoska. That slaps. So I take what? 5 7. I got a 5. I don't even have a Breeding Pool or Catch a Triome to go Nisa. Not it. Nisa Gust is a player. Yeah, this game's just over. This game is just over. Alright, good game. Good game. Tyson Stafford, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, analyzing Deep Dive Mango. Actually, I'm gonna open the article as well because I'll look for the Cyber Guide. The article is very detailed. It's not only Cyber Guide because talks about a little bit more things. All right, mono green, 3 glass caskets, Breath of God, Ether Gust, and Heliod's Intervention. Sharky, Nisa, Teferi, Lover Visionary, and play. Turu. Thank you, Tyson Star. If you're enjoying the Bant action. Yesterday I ranked, I played on the rank a little bit by myself and I lost to 2 Sultai in a row. Like, I was 1 match away from Mythic and I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll do it off stream, it's fine. But then I lost to Sultai and then I lost again to another Sultai, and like both those matches took like forever. Kind of the worst of the feeling. I am streaming a laptop, yeah. See, Tronakos. I'll stick to whatever it happens. I'm streaming every day, making a lot of content for Channel Fireball, and that's my life. Hiamu MTG. I'm using the Omen laptop that I won at Mythic Invitational that was awarded for the first place. It was an Omen laptop. It's pretty good, I'd say. I didn't buy it or know the detail of it. Alright, so Heliod's Intervention is good against... I think it's not needed here. I think here I just need the starters, the Ghost Spiral or stuff like that. Bonjour, Nuzlolok. Corey. Turu. Pelty Boy. Ah yeah, Pelty Boy 2 games. Pelty Boy is such a good card. Alright. Right input, go. No, BRZ Lock Trap. If you can't do Italy, don't Don't say everything I say. You can say something. You can say attenzione. If there's a crowd place, you go attenzione, attenzione, you know. But other things are maybe better not to. Turu. Alright, bar control. I guess it could have bounced Pelty. Bar control attacks for one more, but Pelty basically does the same. But they have to replay bar control. Adis, no. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks. Alright, we did draw the Euro, so I have they missed a second land drop. They missed a second land drop. We can call it game over. Alright, for those of you who didn't see, because I second time, I made a tweet explaining a little bit of what happened with the last announcement. It's a very obscure announcement. It cares only about like 1% of the Magic players in the world, so it probably doesn't matter for most of you. The biggest change is that basically the concept of pro player is kind of gone, in the sense that now, are they eating my Uro? Do I want to? They're in the sense that now there's a very big turnover, and everybody just basically get to be pro for a year or 6 months or whatever is gonna happen, which basically means that it's better. I'm very happy to be a streamer as a, you know, that lifestyle. Obviously, you can't just make a plan of your life around doing that. Here I'm gonna shock myself. Here it's difficult like Questing Beast. I want to gust it, and then Krasis empty board. And yeah, I'm having fun. Hello, Boltaburb. Yeah, I mean, I got smashed in game 1 by Mono Green, that I always make fun of on my stream about Mono Green. So it's always cool when you lose to the deck that I always make fun of. Alright, I'm making this little thing. Alright, what if I go Gust? I think I'll go Gust here. There's probably a bottom in this. This Gust is basically acts like a removal spell now, because it doesn't have land. Alright, change of plan. I think I'm gonna go for Nisa. Go for Nisa, activate the island. And attack for 3, and I'll pass the turn. And next turn, it's gonna be large Krasis, and that'll be the game. If you want to know more about this deck, I wrote a deep dive for Channel Fireball. It's actually a pretty detailed guide. I've never done this much detailed guide. Yeah, Nisa's almost always good. Yeah, I guess. No, I mean, earlier I had Nisa, but I just couldn't deploy. My opponent went turn 1 Pelt Collector, turn 2 Barkite Troll, turn 3 Primal Might, turn 4 Vivian on the play, and I just got demolished. Demolished. Don't know if that's a word, but if there is a word for demolished, that's what happened to me earlier. I really got destroyed. Andrea Mengucci. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Allora, they're attacking my Nisa. I'll let it go unless they have Titanic Growth. Like, I don't care. Like, Nisa's strength means Nisa's strength is the double land, the doubling your mana. So now if opponent just uses resource to put my Nisa on 1, it just doesn't matter. I'm excited for Historic Jumpstart. I'm fine with Historic Jumpstart. I'm always happy when like new things shake up formats, you know? That's definitely one of the best thing of Magic the Gathering, is that it's always changing the game, and yeah. Allora, let's tap. How much do I want to tap? I guess this amount will be fine, honestly. This amount will be fine, honestly. Yeah, that's an equal to 6. Alright, we got lands. We got plenty of lands. I could have done a bigger Krasis, but I don't know. I guess I hoped to draw some spells to deploy. I could have just slammed the biggest Krasis in the world. Maybe that's a mistake. Sultai Delirium was great. I really enjoy Sultai. I really enjoy playing Sultai Delirium. It was very fun, and the deck was good. I mean, I went 5-3 at the end, but I lost to Mono Red Burn and another aggro deck and Mono White Devotion, which are pretty good matchup. I just lost 2-1 both matches. They were close, and then I lost to Inverter once. Beat it one more time. It was good. I mean, I don't really want to repeat that thing all the time. I'm sorry, Mortal Mangaka. Allora. They play the Low Strict Beast, and I'll play Gert Spiral. The Scavenging Goose here is blocking my way. So I'm just keep on activating land and kill them in the air. I mean, this is classic game of Magic where your mono-green opponent will play their cards, and hopefully your cards are slightly stronger than theirs. I can even do it. No, I can't. Alright. I'm gonna hold the land in hand for Jor-El Last Ability. My prediction came through. Pioneer is safe. Yeah, although unfortunately Pioneer is safe. I think, you know, Wizards did the right thing with the bans, but unfortunately it didn't. Like, people didn't really... People aren't excited to play Pioneer, you know? Like, the people never were excited to play Pioneer. They just had an excuse that Inverter was dominating the format, which wasn't true. You want to command sidetrack? Alright, I guess I can say something and you clip it. Alright, basically what happened is yesterday there was a Wizards Organized Pro announcement where they changed the rules again for how to stay in the MPL and to make rivals in this world post-COVID. First thing that happened was that they don't plan to have any Paper Pro major event until summer 2021, which is a very big deal, you know, because of course we can't, but because we all know the reasons. But you know, just getting to know it, you know, to just acknowledge it, it's tough because now you know they will be playing professionally only from home, and that's definitely, you know, not the thing that drove my my will to play this game. But of course they can't do anything about that, so you know that's just one of the things that basically needed to happen. The second thing, I shouldn't have played this land, but hopefully it doesn't matter. The second thing that happened is that only the top 4 of the MPL stays in the MPL the following year. This means there's 24 MPL players, only the top 4, and we compete each other. I don't know if you understand the level of competitiveness that there's in the MPL, but when I say it's the top 24 players in the world, I don't really go that far off, you know? There might be the top 20 players in the world. So every time you get paired against an MPL player, it'll be, you know, could be like the toughest game of your life. And you get to compete against them, and only the top 4 goes in the next year. You know, you understand how tough it is. So it's basically, let's say, very difficult, all right? And then once you do that, let's say you top 4, you know, the next year is going to be the same. So every year, because you have to understand this, in order to make a life, to decide what to do in your life, you can't just have that thing, okay? So I can't say in my life I will be a pro player if only one Arena Craft Podcast said, thank you for the sub. I'm just explaining my thoughts here. 1/6 will make it to the next year, right? So, okay, so that's what I mean with non-sustainable. I don't say it pays well and everything. So, becoming a Magic Pro is just a thing that happens at random. Like if you're a good player and you play in those events and you're good and you keep on winning, it becomes a random. It's just kind of random, you know? What happened was that they wanted pros to be a thing in 2019. They gave us a lot of money. I was lucky to be in the MPL last year. They gave us a lot of money. We played in all the major events, and that was great. You know, you could be a Magic Pro. That lifestyle felt very sustainable because the turnover was way lower. All right, so basically last year MPL were like hooray. And this year, MPL goes boo. And of course, you know, that's easy to see because last year went the way it went, and this year didn't. But in the truth is that, by the way, Spell Collector, all the 3 games, it's going to be hard. This deck is a 9 when it draws Spell Collector, I'd say. So basically, what I say is that it's fine. They decided that to be their path. They decided that they want to make more people experience 1 year of playing in the pro circuit and not just have, you know, Rafael Nadal playing every PT basically. That's just it. That's fine, because apart, like, maybe Magic Pro doesn't drive as much money to Wizards. I don't know. There's the MPL Discord where, you know, a lot of people are trying to talk and everything. There's like Paulo and Seth. They're trying to like go out of their way to, you know, understand and say things. I'm like, whatever. I'm fine. You know, I'm very happy that I chose. I'm very happy that I, you know, kept streaming despite the contract for the MPL doesn't get the streaming thing anymore. And, you know, Channel Fireball has always been very nice to me, very kind to me. So I'm just very happy. I feel very lucky to have a side career, because the MPL one is not sustainable. And that's basically all the thing. Yeah, the players go to rivals. The players go to rivals. Okay. Allora, they're attacking Teferi, and that is fine. Yeah, no, sorry, sidetrack. Of course, it's pretty impossible to to clip it all, but I mean, allora, I can go Gross Spiral Teferi here. Although if I go Gross Spiral Teferi, I don't draw an extra card next turn, because I only draw it now. But next turn I can just play Pepega, whatever, right? So it's probably good. That's probably still good. It's probably still good, right? Let me just do the thing, but I think so. I can just go to Fairy Tapland. I think that's probably, yeah, it's probably still good. I just don't want to take 2 damage here. And I might just draw an extra card with a Growth Spiral and trigger the draw roll again next turn. It's very important to think about what's your next, and also next 2 turns going to be. It's not that you retire from the MPL. Like, you don't retire from the MPL. You just fall off if you lose. Like, I'm not saying that I want to lose. I will still try my hardest, okay? But it's just that it's not going to be the thing that says, like, I want to do that. Like last year, for example, we're practicing a lot of my time. I was practicing for a lot of my time for... Alright, I can also go Nissa, untap Raiding Pool, attack a Growth Spiral, and I make a token. That's probably still great, right? If they go Question Beast, it's just great still. So I think I will do that. Now that I drew this Braiding Pool, I'll do that. Yeah, Teferi is just great. Teferi Time Raveler. I was thinking about sideboarding out 1 against Mono Green, but that's not the case. Alright, here I don't mind if they block. I'm very happy to trade with Pelt Collector here. Let's put the control mode. So I'll put Pelty on first, and then I'll play Growth Spiral. That way I'll trigger the Jaw Rail. Paper is dead. Paper Organites plays is dead until summer 2021. Don't say things that aren't true. Paper is very well alive. I go to my store every weekend. There's lots of people playing. Yesterday, 14 people played Pauper. So don't say Paper is dead. Maybe in some part of the world right now because things are looking bad, but you know, this won't be life until the end of the world. So things will get better. But you know, the bigger picture is just that right now there just can't be tournaments. So Wizards wisely said that you should play only online. It hurts me saying Paper is dead because the only reason I play Magic the Gathering, is because it existed in Paper. If Magic the Gathering was born as an arena game, I wouldn't care the least, you know? Like, there's just not a single chance I would have been here clicking Magic buttons if this game that I'm playing right now doesn't exist in Paper, okay? Allora. Let's just keep on winning this game, by the way. Actually, I have to play Aspect Conquerors on the Great Hand. And Teferi, because eventually I'll do the Jor-El thing, but when is eventually? 2-4. I'm winning this game pretty easily. I'm just deciding how to win it easier, let's say. They have 4 lands. I think I'll just get back Elspeth Conquers Death. I think all these creatures are meaningless. And by the way, the reason why I bought Ineos Intervention is to have more answer to the Great End, because this card is very good. This card is very, very good. Exactly, C. Johnson. Arena is a tool for us to play online. What aspect of paper make it much more worthwhile for you? Oh, it's just playing with friends, you know. Maybe is how I was raised, but when I was raised, I didn't even have a computer. I didn't have a Game Boy. I just, you know, play at the park with my friends. And then when I discovered Magic, I played Magic with my friends. And then when I used to play Magic Online to prepare for events, and now play Magic Arena to prepare for events. Sidetrack. This stream 6 hours to come here and mod. That's nice. Yeah. Arena is more fun with friends. Yeah, definitely. On Saturday and Sunday, both days, I was with my friends. We were like 4 people just playing. We just playing next to each other. You know, it was great. Just helped each other and everything. Yeah, Discord call is also like we did Google Hangout, but during quarantine we had all the Google Hangouts. Yeah, I mean Magic Arena, Magic Online, and just these tools are tools for us right now to enjoy this game since we can't otherwise. Oh, I just have to figure out if I'm dead, if I'm lethal next turn. I probably am lethal next turn, right? Turn 21, they have 2 blockers. Quindi se pia 5, 10, 20, 25. I just have to block something not to die. So if I do this block, only the 3/3 dies. Then they have 2 blocks. They take. Do they not die here? I think they're not dead on board. I think they are not dead on board here. Because I blocked those 2 and I only have 20 damage. I only have 20 damage, and since I only have 20 damage, I'd rather just stay alive. Alright. Either you win the next turn, or your goal is just to stay alive here. Especially also because I have this Alice Intervention in my hand. Right, so first thing first, let me exile Vivian. And let me play this Temple of Enlightenment. Glass Casket, okay. I'll untap the Temple Garden. Temple Garden makes me gain life, but I don't think I need it right now. No. Well, actually, I want to attack here. Yeah, I don't mind trading Pelt Collector for Temple of Enlightenment. Yeah, I don't want to gain life. Yeah, Nissa is an emblem, but I don't think it's the name of the game right now. Because I don't even have any creature. Yeah, I'm doing great in this game. I'm not really focusing too much. Va bene, let's just chump block here. As I said, now we're just carrying the advantage. We don't have to do anything particularly great. Good morning, C-Mac. Alright. I've played a lot of Growth Chamber Guardians. I don't even know how many Growth Chamber Guardians I've played at this point. Alright, let me exile this Growth Chamber Guardian. And let me attack with an island. Remember that it can become a 5/5 this island with a URL. It wouldn't, and I wasn't lethal because I had to block my opponent's creatures. Yeah, opponent maybe now doesn't remember about URL ability. Because they will adapt and I will activate URL, and this is a 5/5. Hello, Dr. Goldad. But you can't get Nisa back from ACD. Yeah, but then what about the attack from Gold Shepherd Guardian? What if they play Questing Beast? I just die on board. Don't, in games like this, when you're so ahead, don't go out of your way to try to lose to something. Just you either I choose the wrong Teferi. Anyway, you either just have lethal on board already, and okay, so then you can go out of your way, or just whatever. Like just play normally. Tu. Do I want to minus Nisa? I don't think so. As I said, I don't think so. I'll just I don't need to. Give an opponent a chance? No. Oh, just because I chose the Teferi 4 over Teferi 5? You think that's I think that's a play that alright. Yeah. You have to play like my opponent went turn 1 Pelt Collector, turn 2 Barkite Troll every game. And that still wasn't. I think that tells a lot of the story. I think that tells a lot of the story. Oh, vabbè, dai, Mori opponent. Playing mono green, I think is still a reasonable choice though. If you want to beat, Team of Reclamation, that deck could be the best one to do so. Why don't you make a max Krasis? So sometimes you want to just leave up mana and do other stuff post Krasis. Usually, like a large Krasis is fine. Thank you, Kiori. You have an Aperol Spritz badge, Kiori. 12-month subscriber. Thank you for the support all the way from Honolulu. Do you know, chat, there's quite a lot of you from Hawaii. And it was nice to see Kiori at PT at our Worlds Hawaii earlier this year. I remember he was cosplaying Jace at the Worlds. It's nice. Any reason you're not in Team Rec or any other rec list? Yes, the reason is that I think Team Rec and I think Bant is slightly ahead in the Team Rec mirror match, and Team Rec is weaker against aggro decks. Bant is weaker against sacrifice decks than Team Rec, but I don't think sacrifice decks are playable very much. I don't know, I never really liked them, and now with Mono Green being so strong, it's not even that anymore. So I think that giving the metagame read that I have, I think that Bant is the superior choice. Mango practice historic for tournament. Hello, Dr. Wetbone. I don't know what's that supposed to mean. I should practice, or is that a question? I will be playing historic after Pro Tour's final. Pro Tour's finals is the 26th of July. After that event, I'll start playing historic. You need to win. I always need to win. That's my life. That's my life. I need to win. All right. Now my opponent can do the thing where they do the thing. So we'll also play against a good player. This, if I'm not mistaken, is Immanuel Gershenson from Austria. So definitely a very strong player. So let's try to play our best. Alright, I'll play my best here. I'm not playing against Pepega Green anymore, so let's just try to play well. I'll go Growth Spiral in response first. And then I'll go Gust. Sorry I'm late. Rotanduri, I don't exactly know, but from what I've heard, Mono Green is favorite in the sacrifice mirror match. Sorry, in the sacrifice matchup. Sima gifting the 20-second sub to Dr. Webbone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so here I decided to close my eyes and go for Nisa. They can't go Burst Power end of turn, so if they go Reclamation Explosion, it won't be a large one. It will only be an X equal 2, which means that I'm okay in tapping out here. Yesterday you met 5 Rex in Mythic Ladder. Yeah, exactly, Matt Digiholic. Well, you could play more, yeah? Whenever you play against Rec, you always have to think about what's the worst case scenario and how can you, like, just how do you have to behave. That's just the whole story. Just that, like, how to behave against that. And, like, putting up a clock is also very much real right now. Hello, Dad, all streaming, yeah. It's been a good day so far. Let's attack for, quanti sono? 3, 6, 9, 12. So I have 12 damage right now. That's not enough. They could have a shark. Let's just attack first. Yeah, if they have a shark, I'm very happy because that means that I can go to Fury after that. Although we have to play around Mystical Dispute. And I can't cast both Teferi and Visionary to play around Mystical Dispute. So I'll play Teferi first. They could go for a negate. But it's fine. Yeah, Mantigeolic, there's no rule when to cast a fairy. It's just... It depends. It depends. Alright, the most important thing is that once you stick around the Teferi, you just don't minus it. Just basically don't minus it for no reason. Like, for example, in this game, I never played Teferi. I played Nisa first. You know, there's just no... There's no detailed rule. It's just experience. It's just experience. Wolf is bad there. Wolf? Wolf? Wolf, also known as La Merda. Anyway, just to give you a little bit of background, this matchup is difficult, but with practice, you really don't lose much from the Bant side. Hello, Villa Celta. Thank you for the raid. And you join together with Jawadi. Gifting 5 sub to many people. Thank you very much, Jawadi, for the support. Thank you very much, Jawadi. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Villa Celta. I took a moment because I was reading my article that said how to sideboard in this matchup. Hope you had a nice stream, Villa Celta. Yes. You have to, MTG, if you really want to get better in this matchup, it's just practice. And I guess watching Mango will also help you a little bit. Hello from Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Alright, mirror matchup Hollywood Fountain. My opponent must play the version with the fairy. No intervention. No intervention. You keep reclamation down by Teferi or by just doing your things. You don't need to kill the reclamation. Come to Brazil, Mengu. Maybe in 2 years. Maybe in 2 years I will. It's definitely been up there in my decisions. Alright, Heroes Lamp Teferi. The problem with Teferi here is that if they have a Nisa, it's annoying. But other than that, it should be cool. Correct is another time if the fair resolve. It depends, because they have a Brazen... no, sorry, not Brazen Borrower. Blast Zone. And Brazen Borrower. Allora. Now, how do I want to do it? I think I'll play a Growth Spiral first. And then I'll play a lot more Visionary. They clearly have a negate now, or something like that. Yeah, opponent's playing a 4-color, yeah. Civ Masters. I still need to practice for events. What the announcement said, I'm still a pro player. I am still in the MPL. What the announcement said yesterday is that it's not a sustainable lifetime, but if you are in the circuit, let's try at least, you know, during stream to play Fenerbahce. What's Fenerbahce? Oh, is Fenerbahce in Turkey? Right? I remember Fenerbahce was a football team. Alright, by the way, I'm on 9 Life. 9 Life is really a small amount, in case you wondered. In case you wonder, Mango, how small is 9? 9 is very small. Fenerbahce. Okay, Fenerbahce. Alright, Negate. Negate. Alright, here I'm suddenly on 6 life. I think I dealt myself 10 damage. Or maybe 8 damage. Auto più 3? 12. No, I don't know how I ended up on 9, but this is definitely a lot of damage that I dealt myself. Windows Barra. I think now it's not a great place to Sbarra. Hello, the Tantam Hammer. Growth Spiral. Dai, va bene. Let's play this. I think I can't shock myself. I'd rather not use the dispute only to avoid them to scribe with the castle. Yeah, if they have a mystical dispute, that's fine. They have 0 cards in the end, by the way. I guess I'm gonna go Growth Spiral dispute here. Alright, my opponent is a 0 card. I'm on 4 life, so I died to an explosion, I died to a shark. I died to very many things. But if I don't die, I'm not in the worst of the shapes. Alright, I pass the turn. I'll play to Fairy. Let's see if this resolves. Let's tap slightly better. Let's see if this resolves. Play around Kenrith? How can I play around Kenrith? Oh, by not doing the Growth Spiral play? But anyway, I think I want to... I don't want to get back Elspeth Conquers. I think I want to get back Llanowar Visionary here. Which is a play that I end up doing quite often, to just get back Visionary. I really like that you just draw extra cards with Visionary like that. Alright, there's an Uro there. Do I die to Trese? So I don't die to Shark if I play Uro. Alright, that seems like a good play then. Because next turn I'm even going to reanimate Teferi with the Conqueror's Death. So if they have a Shark in end, I will get to... Yeah, I don't wanna shock myself for Gust, because then I die to Shark. It's important to just play around something. And yeah, card I'm playing around right now is Shark Typhoon. Turu. Alright, I scrap both on bottom, that's important. Next turn I'll reanimate. Wow, it exploded. Cool. I mean, this might be wrong, but I don't really believe I've lost to Team Reclamation with Bant on stream. Maybe I did for sure, but I just I don't have the stats, but it must be something like like throughout the history of Bant versus Team Iraq, something like 25 or things like that. Like a Players Tour Finals, I went 3-0, and all the time that I get to play against it, it's always just a positive matchup, which is the reason why I play Bant over Team Iraq in any standard tournament. It's a difficult matchup, so like if you find yourself losing, just fine, just play the Team Iraq, but allora, Campai, you go first. This end is not the best, but we'll try. We'll try. We only count win. I don't remember, obviously. I did download deck deck master. I did download the deck tracker to see the win rate and everything like that. I started yesterday and I kicked things off with a loss against Sultai. Actually, it was 2 losses, but the deck tracker only counted 1, so we're a winner. No, porca puttana. All right. I guess now I'm bluffing. I'm bluffing the gate. I'm bluffing the gate now. I was looking at the deck tracker and I thought I fetch a forest on turn 1. Instead I fetch an island. Nice article, thank you, Bradley. Yeah, it took me quite a while, but it's cool. I'll play Growth Spiral EOT. They will answer with their own Growth Spiral, but I just need to draw extra card to hit land drops. Bant doesn't play Narset. Not Narset. Narset is hard to defend. In these days of Jor-El, it's just hard to defend. Plus, like Shark, Team Reclamation now plays for Shark. So, like, once you put the Shark in, all the Planeswalkers become weaker. Teferi's still good, but... Good morning. This is not the opt version. The opt version was just to try new decks, but I don't believe I don't know. It's just I guess play style or stuff like that. I didn't really like it. Alright, my opponent's playing Bant, not Team Iraq, unfortunately. I'll trigger the Joel earlier. Bloodgates, what's today's event? Yeah, I do play them on stream. What is the today's event? Someone say opt. The only reason to play opt is to type Omega Lul PT in chat. I believe that's the literally only reason. Alright, my opponent has 6 mana. There are decks with 15 frantic inventory. What does it mean? Alright, I play Nisar Kaboya. Allora. What do we want to do here? I think I'll double block. But it's just very hard to win now. I need to draw an Elspeth Conqueror's Death if I want to be in the game. Teferino. Butta male, chat. Butta tanto male. Attacchino. I think this game, if I... Nah, probably not, because I still didn't draw extra lands. Yeah, I mean... The name of the game is hitting your land drops. Dr. Phil... Like, the thing is that... On Mango stream, as much as we're Pepega, we do play the best decks. So, it's just difficult to answer a question like yours, right? Because I want to give you a suggestion to win as many games as possible. But if you're cutting literally the best card from the deck, it's like saying, I don't know, I wanna do a bike race, but I don't have 1 wheel. Can I compete? No, like you can play another deck. I'm sure that there's other decks that you can play that don't have Nisa. Maybe just try and play other decks to grind the points until you get 3 more wild cards. Isn't Ur the best card in the deck? I mean, it's It's definitely a card, but imagine if my opponent had Uro, or if my opponent had Nisa. Like, what card will my opponent in the game here? Nisa is... Like, putting in Nisa, there's no way this game would have ended already. Yeah, exactly. Juggling juries. You want to go to... You come to Italy, and they say, okay, you can come to Italy, but you can't eat gelato. No, you can't. That just can't happen. Allora, mirror match. Let's see what does my article say about it. E turu. On the draw, we cut the Wrath of God, Nisa, Elambra Visionary, and we board in Glass Casquettes and Mystical Disputes. CFB Pro spoilers. Yeah, exactly. My stream is an advertisement for the CFB Pro article. What if you're lactose intolerant? I mean, it's fine. Fine, you win. Corky Plunger. I have a dream, and my dream is that they will reprint Shocklands. I would be so happy if they reprint Shocklands. I'm on the play. Oh, Katsuyu, I'm on the play. I should have the third Jorel for sure. I needed to scry theirs. I need to find spells. No, that doesn't cost 5. Best draw would have been Uro. Teferino. No, Teferino. Yeah, sorry, C. Johnson. Yeah, it would be nice to have Shocklands again. Alright, Breeding Pool, so now we have the Nisa Gust combo. Problem is, will Nisa resolve? Or will it not resolve? Allora, we need to hope that our opponent doesn't have it. Dovin's Peto. Yeah, that's probably the game because I only drew lands for my draw steps. Tysenstad. What are your thoughts on fetches in Standard? I think you cannot have fetches if they just print the Thrylands. The Thrylands will make having fetches bad, I think. Any good format with fetches and Thrylands, it's not good. If you want to reprint fetches, I'm sure there's plenty of sets that they can reprint them in. Just not in Standard. Plus, I mean, of course, we're playing Arena now, so we're mostly playing Arena now, so whatever. But shuffling the deck all the time, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. Like, it sounds like a joke, but it is. Yeah. You love perfect mana. Yeah, no, I mean, I'd also do like perfect mana. Perfect mana for the slow decks, sure. Like, come on, good card. It's not bad. Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. What's in your graveyard? Oh, there's poo-poo in your graveyard. All right, this is the classic aspect conquers that I suggest you not really to play. Like, it's not that you're putting it as a threat and you have an aspect conquers that you're forced to play it. The thing is that expensive cards exist. And sure, I understand that it's bad that it's fetchies, but it's like saying I don't know. I don't know how to explain it very well. But I think that they shouldn't have fetches in Standard, at least right now with the Triomes. Alright. We're just 100 Krasis away from winning the game, I think. Or do you see how to sideboard? Yes, Candado, here's how to sideboard. But there will be a surprise when you click on it. There's a paywall. And you'll be like, no, man, go free us from the paywall. Oh, what's in my graveyard? Imagine drawing Krasis. Alright, vado a uno. I go to one. Do you know the say at one no one has ever died? No one has ever died. That's true, but maybe we are beta one. We are beta one. We're going to beta one. When you put 28 lands into your deck, this is not unlucky. You're just asking for it, you know? I'm so happy that Fatal Passage doesn't require you to lose a life. That was streaming. What do you get? Did you go and guide me watch you play? Oh, I don't know. There's some tips and tricks on how to play the deck. It goes into the details on how to play the matchup. And Krasis, Krasis, no Krasis. No Krasis. Hey, I said on the play, but that's not true, maybe. Who knows? Oh, it's on the play, I knew it. You just basically have to be... You just basically have to act like you know that's gonna happen, and then things happen. That's just how it works. Allora, double A. What's double A playing for you guys? I think I'm bottoming an Ether Gust. And just hoping it's so strong to draw lands for my things here. Exactly, remove all the losses. What was that variance or shuffle rigged? It was nothing. That happens to other opponents as well. You're only seeing when it happens to you though. And the good thing is that when it happens in games like this, you're like cool, you know? When it happens in important games, it's less cool. What is the avatar in sleeves? My avatar is Munia Ling, one of the most good-looking character of Magic, probably. And my sleeves are the flag of Italy, or seen from this way, the flag of Hungary. And if you put the thing in the middle, it's a flag of Mexico. Will the largest stream PT finals? Yeah, with 2 minutes delay, but I don't know if I'll stream it. We'll see. We'll see how things shape up. Last time I've streamed the PT, I didn't go very well number-wise. It was a lot of efforts for very little number, so I don't think it's really worth it. Flag of Iran? Really? I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, it can't still shark me. Teferino! Anzi no. I don't know how to call this poor Teferi guy. This card just doesn't have a name. The Teferi with no name, we'll call it. It's just Teferito. It's not... doesn't sound well. It doesn't sound well. Sorry. I'm sorry, Teferi Master of Time. You just don't have a name for me right now. Counter questa, eh? Counter questa now. Counter my Krasis, eh? Double A. Double A, don't play Reclamation, please. Just don't play Reclamation, please. You're playing Nisa now? What are you playing? What are you going to play now? Oh, Mountain? Magify. What's this? Ooh, oh. The car's having a greater 3. Up there. I think that all the names don't really sound as nice as Teferino and Teferone. Alright, let's get the island. Actually, you could get planes, because that way I can cast Elspeth Conquers Death, right? Yeah. 5-1-4. Let's get the cat token. Do you want to counter this as well? What's the Italian name of Krasis? It's a tough one. It's very difficult. The Italian name for Krasis is drum roll Krasis. Where does the word Krasis come from? It comes from Greek mythology. Does this come from Greek mythology? The word Krasis, Latin mythology. Explosion! Boom! Boom! Poor opponent, they didn't draw any... They didn't draw any... They didn't draw any... Wilderness Reclamation. That's very unlucky. Yeah, I think I'll pick up everything. These days people are playing Storm's Wrath, so play around it if you can. I have 5 cards. What? I have 8 lands, 5 cards. Butta male. I mean, once you choose to play 2 Mystical Dispute in the main deck, over maybe some card selection or stuff like that, it's just more likely that you break on other things, because your deck is just so reactive. Oh, Jolrel too? Wow. Okay, so you go Jolrel Uro this turn. Did that grapple gig? Did you see my previous match against Teamorek? I think it was very difficult. I think you could have learned something from that game there. Allora, chat, we need to do something here. E non sto vicino manco per sbaglio. Can I go? Allora. I can't, there's no way I can go Nissa Elspeth Conquers Death. There's just no way I can do that. Unless I draw something with the Teferi. So I guess I'll begin with bouncing something. And let's see if I draw land here. Vabbè. E allora, let's just play Elspeth Conquers Death. Kill Uro and do some sbarra. And I'll say go. Ah, double A. Does double A mean that you did very well? Like you got an A. If you did very well, you got a double A in your mark, in your grades. In Italy, our grades go from 0 to 10. This is how they grade us at school. Whereas in USA, they grade from F to A. You only got C's. Is C's bad, or is it? Is it like 7? Alright, my Teferino is dying. Rest in peace, Teferino. Rest in peace. Oh, really, Peter Duress? Where are you from? Do you like Zucca? And it's very old. I don't know. There's like the singers where they're they were good back in the days, but now, I mean, Slovakia is not even that far away from where I live. Oh, really? Germany is 1 to 6? Oh, I thought it was, I don't know. I guess in Spain is like us, so I thought it was 1 to 20 in Portugal. That's weird. Wow, I didn't know. I didn't know it was like this. All right, against Team Iraq, on the draw. On the draw. Okay, one more. Oh, I didn't cast Shatter this guy. Oh, Shy. Oh, Shy. I didn't cut Shider, this guy. Wreck the wreck. Thank you, Tyson. Thank you for the support. Alright. I guess it's different in the whole world. Ketra Trio. Spell. 1 to 15? Oh, how it changes so much. Earth Spiral? Ai. Butta male, chat. Butta male. This is a cool topic, indeed, right? School is a scam. That's very bad that you think like that, because school is the only way. Having a good school is the only way for a country to evolve. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to do. I'll probably lose this game. It is what it is. Va bene, dai, this resolves. I actually don't know what I'm looking for. I should probably just concede. No, I mean, obviously I shouldn't concede, but if we concede, it's not that big of a deal, you know. No one will cry for us. No, vabbè, ma dai, autotapper, questa era facile, cazzo. This was easy. In arena, you're graded from mythic to bronze, yeah. And so I was at the dinner with friends of mine, and we spent the whole, they spent the whole time explaining me how is it ranked on come si dice, on Hearthstone. It's pretty complicated, right? Because Hearthstone ranks like it's based on the previous month, but actually I don't remember how it was. I just remember that it was very complicated when they tried to explain me. I don't know. The reason I don't play Fable Passage is because I have Dovin's Veto and I don't want to fetch another planes. Fetching planes is the evil. So you don't want to fetch another planes. That's the thing. It's not the same as MTGA. No way. In MTGA, if you Mythic, you restart from Platinum and you're in the same as the other. In Hearthstone, unless they explain it wrong, you restart from nothing and you win, you count like 10 times if you're Mythic. Spunky Dio, it all depends if you draft or not. Magic Arena economy is pretty nice if you're good at drafting and you win. Very many people are free-to-play gamer. I know a lot of people are free-to-play gamer. But if you're just, you don't play draft, then you have to spend money into it. That's just as simple. Right, so they're not doing much, and I'm over here not doing much either. Say, I mean, I could cast a Krasis for 4, maybe for 5. They can blow up the Krasis with a Blast Zone. Spunky Diode. On my stream, you can also watch draft. I usually draft, and the drafting is really the way you get to play free-to-play. And also the way you get to play, like, the way you play better. Like, if you want to learn how to play Magic, draft is the way. By drafting, you just develop skills on how to play generic, better Magic the Gathering game. Of course, you know, reading articles and getting good lists helps you a lot in Constructed. I decided to play Krasis here. The main reason why I decided to play Krasis is that I want to have a blocker for this shark. But I'll put it on top here. I'll go to discard and I'll discard a Braiding Pool. What song turns on when somebody subs? It's me singing the Turu Turu song. You might wonder, what's Turu Turu song? Turu Turu song is it used to be the coffin meme song, but then I cut it and it's me singing the coffin meme song. Are you drafting Jumpstart on Thursday? We'll see. We'll see. I do not know. I do not know. I do not know as of now what I'll be doing. Alright, it's time to get some basics. And play a Teferino. Teferino, 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 Teferino. And we try to pick up a fight over this. They go negate, I go Dovin's Peto. They go dispute. No, actually they can pay for dispute. Yeah, I mean, yeah, play Jumpstart. Yeah, maybe I'll play Jumpstart instead of M21 draft. Dai, Teferino, resolve. Resolve, Teferino, I believe in you. Butta male, chat. They have 3 mana up. Probably have another dispute. Oh, wow. Oh, did I do the classic? Dai, let's just bounce this shark and let him attack with Uro. Oh, they're attacking me. Mama. Alright. I guess I'll take it. I got a 6. Oh, they can have an explosion and kill me. Okay, sure. That's fine if they have it. What up, Nightmark? What up, what up, what up? Had I bounced the shark, sorry, the Ur instead of the shark, I wouldn't have died this turn, but obviously this game was booting Male already, so... Okay, I'm on the play now, so things dramatically change on the play. E turu turu tu. Turu tu tu. Turu tu tu tu. Alright, play first. You go first. Thank you very much, Arena Client, for providing me this lovely hand. I do need untap land though. Yes, Aquifex. Ed eccola lì, è il giardino del tempio. Alright, I'll just grow Spiral immediately. Because I don't have a counter for my opponent grow Spiral, so might as well just make my own resolve. That's not an island, so our Nisa will be strangled. But I still leave land on top, because land is so necessary. If they shock them, I have to respect. I have to respect their play. And I'll play Uro. I was not supposed to play a land here. I was going to play Krasis, but I decided to play Uro instead. If they want to dispute this, Uro is great. I get punished if I draw Catcher Triome. And I'll pass the turn here. Now I have 6 lands, and next time I can slam a Krasis. If they go Reclamation, it'll be hard, especially because they don't have enough blue sources. Jon Snow, though. Yeah, there's a story in Cesena called Mana something. Mana... I used to go there. I had lots of friends in Cesena when I was playing the PTQs. There is a store, for sure. I just, right now don't remember, but you can find it. I even remember what it is. Where Mana Rush, bravi, bravi, bravi. Mana Rush. Buongiorno Riva, come va? Tutto bien? Todo bien? Yeah, Mana Rush, bravi. Sì. Alright, Reclamation. Now they can go Explosion for 4 and kill my Krasis. Although if they do that, I mean, they draw 4 cards, so that's no bueno. But they do have multiple blue, so we'll see. Alright, there's a QQ going, I see it. QQ. QQ. No QQ, wow. Wow, alright. They can have a shark. They can have a shark. Those can have a blast zone, so playing a second Krasis is not very ideal. Ah, Kamadoska, look at our mana, so awkward. I just played Teferi first. Stores opened in May, two months ago. Va bene, you resolved that. Now, do I want to play Narset or will I play another Temple of Porca Merda di Plenty? Because if I play Narset, if I play an island, at least next turn I can like do something. Oh, can you reanimate Uro? You can't. I definitely don't want to cast Krasis, because I don't want my opponent to blow up both of my Krasis. So I think I'm playing Fabled Passage, I'll say go here. Right. Opponent still can't get back Uro, thankfully. I think I should change one forest for one island. I thought about this yesterday. Mainly because you just need more islands than forest in this deck. Thank you, Janalk21. Welcome to Mango Stream. As my opponent gets back Uro, doesn't play around anything. Porca Madosca. Running one castle? Do coming to play tapped on turn 10? No, I don't like to run one castle, no. Honestly, I think that Discontinuity is a good card, the Hidden 50. I think it is a good card, Discontinuity. Thank you, Jalkan. Welcome to Venezuela. Sorry, from Venezuela. Allora, chat. Let's play a Narset. Narset però fa veramente cagare. Let's play Narset. Chances this resolve are basically none. This does resolve. We drew another island, so now I can -2 and get like an Ether Gust. Ooh. I'll go for Anissa here, and you go for a Braiding Pool, and I'll go for Anissa. To go Mystical Dispute is fine. Not Nayok, but if you purchase anything... Oh yeah, I do. If you purchase anything from Channel Fireball, you can use the code VIDEO. You get a 5% discount. Va bene, Anissa also resolved. This is very many good news. I think just untapping one of the meaningless lands and pass the turn. The main way you use Discontinuity is to counter Shark Typhoon, honestly. When you have Teferi down, the only way your opponent has to answer it is with Shark Typhoon. So I think Discontinuity as an answer to Shark Typhoon, I think is nice. So now I block the Shark and the Ur, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I mean, of course, if they draw an Explosion... I guess I don't lose now because I have Narset. At Star, because it's required a lot of luck to begin professional path as a Magic player. And if you don't have that starting luck, it's just very difficult to begin. He used to be called to be on the train. He used to be called to be on the train. And getting to go on the train, it's very difficult. Once you start on the back in the days when once you were on the train, you stayed on the train and you could be Magic Pro, even if they didn't pay you at all back in the days. Now it's difficult. It's different because they pay you a little bit more, but it's just pretty impossible to stay on the train. So yeah, just play Magic for fun. That's just my suggestion. If you can make some money, it's always been this for Magic players. It's always been this for Magic players. The only way you can get money with Magic was to sell Magic cards. That's it, you know. Alright, I killed my Nisa, which is rough because I really wanted my Nisa to survive. Oh, I drew Teferino? Oh, porca merda, that's good. That's good. That's good because I think my opponent doesn't have anything. Earlier, everything resolved. You think the pause or shark that fool when you have the fairies or the third of the game? I think it's fine, Kenny Darko. I mean, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do here is to play a client that's friendly and that we can all understand. Alright, watch out for this Blazona right here, though. What I want to do is just to kill the shark. Porca merda, imagine if we win this game. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. I got a Conqueror's Death here. Yeah, I'm trying to conquer my opponent's death. You can make a living by streaming Magic. You don't make too much of it. Like if it's not for Channel Fireball, you know, I love all the support that you all give to me, and I thank you very much, all the subscribers. But you just don't make. I mean, I'm not saying that it's awful what I'm doing. I'm enjoying my life a lot, but I think the main support comes from a website like Channel Fireball or a sponsor like, I don't know, all the streamers that have sponsors. Why don't I revive Uro? I think that it's not relevant here because they have a blast zone. So what I want to do is them to blow up this blast zone, and then I'll make my plan here. All right, they had a shark, so that changed it. I don't really want to repeat that concept every single 20 minutes, Sean boy. Yeah, you still paid in the Ravels, but it's just much less. Buon Jerry Ricotta. Alright, they killed what? Teferino, va bene. Yeah, no, it's tough because you just tuned in, but I've been live for an hour and a half, and I've been asked that question from literally everyone at this point. I can become a lawyer? I don't want to become a lawyer. I don't want to become a lawyer. I'd rather just, I don't know, open up a store and sell Magic cards. As I said, that's the main way to make money in Magic. All right, we have to understand what to do now, though, because they have this shark. They can blow up the blast zone and then attack my Nars. I think I'll go X equals 4 here. Aspetta un attimo, what do I reanimate? Well, there's a lot of things to reanimate. Yeah, do X equal 4 and leave up Dovin's Veto. Right? Yeah, I think this is a good plan. Let's just do Temple first. Alright, let's just do Temple first. Non Dovin's Veto. Oh, man, okay, that's good. Alright, this game has been good, chat. We have been talking about lots of things, but this game went from very losable to it looks like we're in a good shape. And I think Narset did a lot of these things here. Right, so they cycle in my turn, sure. They can counter this. If they go like Dispute, what do I do? Do I let it resolve? I think I let it resolve. I'm on 19, which is very high. I think I'll let it resolve and let them kill my Narset here. Because if they want to kill my Narset, they can kill it any time with this Blast Zone. The concept of lawyer, I think, are much different from Italy to USA. in Italy, lawyer, like, my father is a lawyer, and, you know, it's just very, like, the thing is that, I don't know, the concept of, like, lawyer being a bad person because it defends the criminal, it's very, very misleading, and that's what I think, I don't know, every time I see an American movie, the lawyer is always the evil. But the concept of the lawyer is born to defend the people who couldn't defend themselves and were unjustly hurt by the system. What happens sometimes in the American system is that the rich people are the one who can afford lawyers because they need to avoid the system, and the poor people are the one that can't afford the lawyers. They just get given lawyers, and they're bad lawyers because they don't care what they're doing. That's my general idea, and like every time I talk about the fact that I studied law and I have a law degree, everybody goes like, "Oh, you don't do lawyer," like it's some sort of like, I don't know, evil thing. But that just like, yeah. I studied in the University of Bologna, which, by the way, has been ranked the first university in the country last year, before COVID. Yeah. Va bene, Blazon kills my conqueror's death, but that's fine. We can live with that. We can live with that, right? Let's begin with our Mavuli Reckless. No, Filamolo, I literally saw the internet post yesterday. Sorry, the post in the TG yesterday about University of Bologna. Ma in realtà non me ne frega un cazzo di chi è più alto di... Allora, I can leave up double Dovin's veto, but I don't think I need it. I'll just Uro. It's important that you exile whatever cards, because you will be able to reanimate them with Conqueror's Death. Game Armor Italia. I don't know, that's just a very long-term plan. Ethergust. Alright, that's fine. I don't necessarily need to resolve an Uro. I'll draw it next turn, though. I need to control this game now. I am totally in control of this game now. Chemistra's inside, che palle. I think I have to let it resolve, because I lose to an explosion. Yeah, I think I made a mistake in this game. I was supposed to not play this from the graveyard, but this from hand, so that I would have had one more island up, and I would have had double Dovin's Veto. So that's a small mistake that I made. Alright, let's not make mistakes anymore. Where are you from, Steve Masters? This is from hand. This has to resolve, unfortunately. Brazil, yeah. Yeah, there's I remember a funny thing that I studied. In China, the penal code of China, they just totally copied the one from Germany. So it's so weird, right? Because the penal code and those things just completely come from other country. Wow, but by the way, just look at my opponent. They had one card in hand earlier, and now they have 5. Wow, I thought this game was in my hands, but now it looks like it's falling away from my hands. Especially because I thought I only had to race a shark. Now I have to race a Jolra with 4 cards in hand. Alright, still have 3 mana left. But it's playing Jolra. It's not really a card that you see often in Team Iraq, by the way. Right, next turn I'll reanimate Uro. This turn I'm just taking it off. I'm still on 20 life, so it's okay here. Let's counter this, right? Why did you not counter Gust? I have to keep it. I thought I was very ahead, and I had to keep Dovin's Veto up for Explosion, because that's the only way I could have lost the game. Things happened. My opponent drew 2 Chemistry's Insight, a Jor-El, and then kind of just switched the game in their direction. Even without drawing Explosion. It's always important to know what you're playing around and know your outs. I have to take here. I can't block the cat here. Because if I block the cat, they activate Jor-El, it's a 3-3, and I chump block. I don't want to chump block. Is Jor good in any other format? In Cube is good. Yes, the same nutritions. I think the matchup is good. My opponent is playing a weird version. Nobody that I ever saw against was playing multiple Chemistries Insight. And this is definitely a great card in a matchup like this. This game is... We're still in this game. You know, we haven't lost. But, you know, it's just... And if you remember, this was the game where I didn't have blue mana and that I got kind of color screwed early game. So I think the fact that we're in still this is not as bad. Alright, let's go to Ura. I'll exile some cards. You bought a mystery booster box. Good luck. Good luck with it. I don't have any more basic islands. I have 6 mana up for Jor-El ability. I will play... It's either I play Landmark Visionary or I hold it for next turn when I tap with Uro. I just have to understand exactly how much mana do I want to have left. And I think I want to have enough mana left to block with Jor-El. Spectral Sailor could be good. Yes, I do believe that. I do believe that. Imagine Spectral Sailor in these games. It would have been very, very good. For sure. Our opponent is doing nothing. Nothing. They didn't do anything. That's very strange. That is very, very strange. Oh, Lord. How do you want to begin the turn? I think I'll begin the turn by attacking with Uro. I don't mind if they go like double block and use Jor-El ability, right? Because that way it opens my window to resolve the Fairy Master of Time. Fable Passage. Remember that this land doesn't get more islands, unfortunately, because I only play 2. It does get me 1 more plains. I think, yeah. Yeah, this is what the play. This was the play that we expected them to do, and that's fine. I'm okay with losing Uro like this. Sure. Va bene, va bene, va bene, va bene. I still haven't made a land drop, but I don't know if I want to make a land drop. Meanwhile, I'll crack this Fable Passage for a plains. One more card in the graveyard for Uro, it's important. I'll play Teferi. I still have 2 blue mana up. My opponent only has 3 lands, so if they go negate, I can go dispute. The fact that they don't have access to Dovin's Veto is a big deal. I think we're okay now. I think we're okay now. I could lose to Jor-El. Wow, Mystical Dispute I've casted. Vabbè, dai. Let's pay 3. Now I don't have activate ability from Jor-El anymore. And now I have to play Mystical Dispute. Because if I pay 3, I can't have access to Dovin's Veto. So pretty interesting on how this Foresting Hand strangled me. Although the reason why I kept this Foresting Hand is to discard it. And that's it, that's the end of my turn. My opponent has a Shark to kill Teferi, and now I have 2 lines. One is to just tick up Teferi, and the other one is to just minus it on the Shark token. I think the best line is... and the reason why I'm holding this Dovin's Veto is for Explosion, alright chat? They have 3 cards, so the cat can become a 3-3, at which point I just double block it, it's whatever. Right, so I think I'll keep Teferi alive by minusing 3 it. No, minusing 3 non c'ha senso però. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. If I plus, it's the same with the difference that I also loot. So yeah, I'll plus. And now I can go Growth Spiral end of turn and I'll trigger the Jewel Rail. Although I will not do it, because I have Dovin's Veto up. Teferi plus Jeweler is a great combo. Thank God I didn't draw any Castle Vantress. Okay, they have one card left in end. We kept this Dovin's Veto forever. And the reason why we kept it, once again, is because of Explosion. We had to play one at some point, but the reason why we kept this for Explosion, they could have a big Shark. Mana 3 didn't make any sense because I would have had a Teferi, but the difference is that I just wouldn't have a loot. I wouldn't have looted. So yeah, this game is a lesson on how, if you're ahead, or even slightly ahead, it's very important to play around the ways you can die. Because you really don't want to die. Just general suggestion. This game is interesting because they played multiple cancers inside. There's just lots of choices, and sure, you can say Resident Sleeper, it's not exciting. That is true, you know, because it's not exciting to play the same decks, but they are very much skill testing. And allora, Stamboni, I have these attackers, 4 cards in hand, so they have to block. They have to block a bunch, right? They have to block a bunch here. I should... If they block my Jewel Rail... So if I pump, they go to 1 life. Do I die? I mean, I don't have an out to... I don't have an out to... I think I ran out of Dovin's Veto because I drew both of them. So I don't have an out to Explosion. I guess I do have Gusts in my deck. This was a bad attack. This was a bad attack. So I can put them down to 1, but then I lose to a top deck. The thing is that, how else can I lose this game? Uro makes me lose this game, maybe? Fury will die here. To that Shark. So here they take 6, they go to 7. I play Landmark Visionary, draw a card. I think I'll put them down to 1. I die to only Explosion. I think that's the only card I die from. And now what I'll be doing is I'll shock myself. And I have a loot from Teferi. And I can find an Ether Gas that way. No, because if I don't attack with a Jewel Rail, I can play Landmark Visionary and Growth Spiral to find that Ether Gust. So I have 3 draw step instead of only 1. So I could have, you know, gained some points, some percentage points. So yeah, this attack was bad. Wow, the 3rd Chemister's in sight. Puttana Eva. Alright, if they draw Explosion, I'm dead. They have drawn how many explosions? Very few. So it's very likely that I die this turn. It's very likely that I die this turn. So the play should have been just attack with... This is kind of shows how Magic is so hard, because you can just play pretty well for like 20 turns, and then in 1 turn, you make a small mistake and it can cost you the game. You can never let your guard down in this game. They don't have mana to reanimate Uro now. You can't phase out enchantment with the fairy. Right, so they reanimate Uro, but they still probably should lose here. Yeah, Dr. Webbo, and I would. Opponent hasn't been lucky. They have drawn reasonably normal. They also have drawn only 1 explosion. That's Actually, very unlucky. Misunderstanding the board state and what cards one has drawn is difficult. Alright, they have the castle. They have one card left. They could scry. They could scry now. What was it? Who they're attacking with? Ah, caboya, they're attacking me. Butta male. Butta male. They can now scry with the castle and draw the card with the cancers in sight. Oh wow, did you just do blind? Miss. Maybe they board out some explosion to have space for 3 chemisters in sight. Don't go QQ. Don't go QQ. Yeah, they may board it out some, because, like, it doesn't make, like, literally, I've never seen chemisters in sight. Recently, my opponent has 3 of them in their deck. Shark Typhoon for 1. Uh-huh. It's not a punt, because they need mana to kill me. I'm on 13. They need 17 mana to kill me. Alright, it's my turn. Perfect. So I make a cat end of turn, because I drew an extra card with the Fairy and with Jor-El. I draw a card, it's a Growth Spiral. My opponent has 4 blocks. I have 7 attackers. So that's lethal. It's very much lethal. So I'll go to combat without activating Teferi. Even if they have a shark, it's still lethal. 7-4. Vai, vai. Yeah, they can have a shark. I'm still dead. They can't have a shark now. They can have what? Multiple Ether Gusts? Nah, there's no way I can get through. All this one are lethal. Oh wow, this is a nice game. Yeah, it doesn't matter because they were on 5, so every creature was lethal because they drew an extra card.